It's 33 degrees this morning, although the forecast is just saying it's also above freezing, but I think it's higher than this one. So this just shows that in the forest, I'm at the Angelina National Forest here in Zavala, Texas. It's a lot colder than the forecast, so just to let you know, in the forest it's colder. Good morning. Today I woke up. It was 33 degrees when I switched on the car engine, my SUV camper. And the forecast I checked on my phone was 42 degrees for this city in Zavala, Texas. But since I am camped at the Angelina National Forest, it seems that the forest temperature is colder. That's like 9 degrees colder than the forecasted temperature for this city or this town. So just for noting, global warming. If you have more forests, then you have less global warming, because it looks like the forest keeps the temperature lower. And I think it's lower because not only from the shade of the trees, but evaporation of the water, like from the leaves or the ground. So it keeps the temperature low. Unlike if you are in the city where you have a lot of pavement, buildings, houses, then I think that's one way of lowering the global warming. So that's just what I'm thinking. It's my opinion. I don't know. I'm not a climate scientist, but from observation, and I've been to camps like this in the forest, the temperature is always lower than the forecasted temperature or whatever they measured in the city or town for whatever forecast they have. So I think if we plant more trees, then I think that's common sense that it will lower the temperature of the earth, which is why we don't want global warming. All of this happening, wild weather, like in Texas, Arctic blast and all those stuff. I think it's all been due to global warming, all these effects. So just to keep in mind, hopefully government will listen, and if people, I think you can write to your senators or congressmen to at least have institute more tree planting and reduce the harvesting of the trees on the national forest, because I've seen some of the trees even here. I drove through that other road going to here last Friday. I saw some of the areas, they already harvested the trees. I don't know if they're developing it for land or agriculture, but I think they cut the trees. Trees are valuable. You can sell the woods, lumber, and all of those. But for now, if we conserve most of our forests, especially the big forests and even the rainforests in Brazil, I think, Amazon, if you stop cutting those trees, then you would reduce global warming for sure. But I don't know why I'm distracted. I'm supposed to talk about what happened here on my campsite. But anyway, today it's gonna be warm. I think it'll go up to 58 or 60. I'm not sure. It's gonna be a little bit cloudy. But the rest of the week in this Texas winter, they call it crazy Texas winter, it's gonna be above freezing. Last night it was above freezing, and the temperature inside the car stayed above 40, and when I woke up it's around 43 or 45. I'm not sure, it's not digital, but it's above 40. You can see it, and that stayed that way inside because I have my Reflectix covering on the windows that help keep the heat inside the car, or keep the cold out of the car. And when you remove it the next day, it will all drop down. But last night I didn't use my heater because it was above freezing. I didn't think I would be in danger of freezing. And also, as a note, you know, because I used the heater the night before, the propane heater, is that the heat rises. So when you have the heater, excuse me, I'll demonstrate. Okay, one other safety steps you need to think about is when you use a propane heater, you know, when you ignite it, the heat rises. So this ceiling is only less than 2 feet away from the top of this heater. So this ceiling gets hot very quick. You can see it's not too high. The camper is low. And then I only use this heater when seated. So when the seat is up, you know, and I'm not on the lying position. When I sleep, if you don't remember, I have to pull down this bed. So this will add this high. So when I'm sleeping or when I wake up, I don't want to use the heater because the heater will be closer to the ceiling. When it's closer to the ceiling, you have a good chance of igniting your ceiling insulation. And maybe this is fire retardant, but if it gets too hot, I think it will just ignite something. So that's a big fire hazard. So that's just one thing I would like to add from my yesterday's video, because you don't want to start a fire in your camper. So when you wake up, don't ignite your propane heater. You have to open the seat back again, you know, climb out of bed, and then sitting down, at least you have this much distance from the ceiling. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, to continue, I got distracted there a little bit earlier, but the rest of the week here, at least the next 10 days of the forecast, it's gonna be above freezing. It's gonna be rain, but I think it's a lot better than getting frozen. If you're gonna get frozen or you're gonna freeze. But this campground is good. I might move to a different campground and check out some other campgrounds, because here in Texas I already mapped where I would camp. You know, trying to look for camps with, number one, with phone signal for my T-Mobile phone, and it's Mint Mobile, but it uses T-Mobile network. And also trying to find camps with free showers. So like here in Angelina Forest, there's one here in Boykin Springs, there's a free shower. And for example, in the south near the sea, the Magnolia Beach, they have a shower also. It's free. Free campgrounds. There's Surfside, but there's no shower. But most of the other campgrounds I've been to, they have trash service. So here, there's no trash service. So you go to Boykin Springs, you can dump your trash, or usually I would go to the gas station, fill up my tank, throw the trash. But anyway, there's still a long ways for me to stay, maybe a few more weeks or months to stay here in Texas. Otherwise, if it still gets very cold, I might go further south like Florida. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that one. It's too far, but it's not really, well, compared to Colorado is further when I go there for the summer. But here I'm thinking, since I cannot go right now, I have an appointment on Wednesday. I'm applying for a passport. So I cannot leave yet. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go further south, or if I think this weather here is tolerable, and I'm staying here. But for right now, that's still an open decision for me to do. After Wednesday, probably I'll think about it, since I don't have any more appointments here in Texas. Then I'll go south, further south, if it's gonna get colder here. then I will have a new adventure and go there. Otherwise, I'll stay around here in Texas. It's only within 4 hours I can go to free campground, so it's not too bad, except that for the weather. Like here it's too cold, but hey, you didn't freeze, I didn't freeze, so we're happy, we're alive, and it's free. Nothing beats free. So thank you again for staying with me, supporting me, watching my videos, and hopefully you would subscribe also. That way I will be happy to make videos. It's hard to make videos, especially when I cannot recharge my batteries, because I need sunshine for my solar panels to work, so I can recharge my batteries, I can recharge my laptop, do some video editing, and then hopefully with my phone I could also upload videos, although it's too slow without a Wi-Fi, but yeah, that's what it is. We just have to live with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting Fun or Not, my channel, and I will hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.